I really wish I'd start with "That's the whole point, you bitch." That'd be a great way to start the recording.
That's the whole point, you bitch. I'll just keep saying it until
keep getting to get the right take.
Right.
Take 2.
That's the whole point, you bitch.
Welcome back to the Bar Talk Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Andy, joined today by Jess Hamill of New World Tavern.
Hello.
Dan Mahoney, you bitch. Dan Mahoney. Are we turning into Breaking Bad?
I know. Yeah.
Maybe.
Dan Mahoney of Stats.
Sup?
And
we haven't cooked meth yet.
Keep reading, yeah. Remember that ghost episode?
We were literally just having a conversation about how vendors should make drugs.
Yeah.
This is the best craft fair ever.
You mean crack fair?
Yeah.
There we go. All right. Like I said, I had an idea for this. Do you want to cover anything before I just jump right in?
What do you think's more annoying?
Okay, here we go.
Is related to only my walk to this.
Having an idea or someone interrupting your idea.
Mine's a quick one. I mean, well, it could be quick.
Yeah.
It could be.
Do you think the people that drive down the street in their car with all their windows down blasting the radio is more annoying? The people on motorcycles that are really loud for no reason are really annoying? Or the people that ride motorcycles that are really loud with a loud radio on?
I'll take option C.
Yeah?
I find that the...
Just as like I do all these things.
Fallen all 3 categories.
The first one I do. The first one I absolutely do. But you made your motorcycle loud and then have to blare your radio to hear it. I feel like it's a huge douche.
Okay, can I tell you a couple things?
Sure.
One.
This is why we're here, Jess.
Exactly.
To talk at a bar.
Welcome to Motorcycle Talk.
When I bought my motorcycle, it was too quiet. So people can't hear you when you're driving down the street. And that can be dangerous.
I understand that.
So I switched my exhaust to be a little bit louder.
Okay.
I also agree that there's some motorcycles out there that are way too fucking loud.
Yeah.
But then I was riding my motorcycle with my earbuds in to listen to music, and I didn't like that because then I couldn't hear people around me.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, but I also love music, and I want to ride down the street and listen to my music. But I am courteous though. Like if I come to a stop, because obviously you can't hear it when you go in full blast the radio, I will turn it down because I know everyone loves some Def Leppard, but I'm sure no one wants to hear "Pour Some Sugar on Me" at 8 a.m. when I'm coming to work on Main Street, or maybe they do. I don't know. I will turn it down. I will turn it down.
So,
but does this also fall into the category of Jeeps? I feel like I'm in that one too. Because if I have the doors down,
your Jeep louder, like.
No, but we're talking about the music.
Have you heard her fucking?
I'm not saying her Jeep isn't loud, but you don't intentionally make your Jeep. People intentionally.
Right, but it falls under the category when you're rolling down your window. You have your windows rolled down.
It's just part of summer.
Jeeps are kind of the wild card because if you take your doors roofing off, you're just playing the radio.
Can I add an additional category?
Absolutely,
to this?
This is a discussion, Andy.
Yes. The person walking around with a Bluetooth speaker blasting, just walking around, you should have.
That is way more annoying.
Oh yeah,
because that is. Look at me!
Yeah.
Look at me!
That is way more annoying.
Oh, lie! I haven't seen that very
often. You're not on Main Street enough.
I know. You don't live down here
on purpose.
Anymore.
Yeah.
They will legit just stand out on the street and you'd be like...
Yeah.
I mean, you could tell I'm not dying, but I just got infuriated from my 4-second walk to my car to here by the person blasting their car music.
Yeah. No, but I would definitely blast my car music, but I'm also kind of like...
I think there's a different level,
weather guy, so I tend to have my AC on.
Yeah, same. But, listening to your music with your windows down is one thing, but listening it wicked fucking loud, so, I could be sitting in the car with you, and there's no chance of me having a conversation with you, that's fucking different. If you're not playing it for you, you're playing it for the whole world to say, look at me, bro.
See, then I also am the person who sings along in the car.
Oh, well.
Oh,
but then I also, so then the windows are down, I'm like, yeah. Wasn't singing.
That's funny. I would say, out of all 4 options, the walking around with the radio is the most annoying one.
Fucking worst.
The fucking worst. And it's never good music. It's always shitty rap that he probably sang.
SoundCloud rappers?
Yeah, it's probably
I never even thought of that. That it's like, people be like, hey, what do you listen to?
Myself.
And you're like, wow, you're way douchier than I thought 30 seconds ago. And
this one trying to be discovered, man. The next voice of Plymouth.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah.
When does that happen?
What? When the voice of women?
Yeah. I want to let the SoundCloud rapper on the street now.
No, thank you.
All right, well, let's tell them to keep showing up every Saturday.
I was gonna make a comment, but I'm gonna keep it to myself. But I think it's gonna be in the fall.
So this kind of like dovetailed nicely into.
I
found this post the other day and immediately made me think of you two.
Oh.
So we're gonna tweak it a little bit because otherwise it makes no fucking sense.
Oh.
So this is
story of my life.
This is on a chef's Facebook group. And it says, post an unpopular opinion you have, and only post agree or disagree, no arguing. Obviously, the arguing part.
What do you mean?
The arguing part doesn't stand. So let's just. I figure we'll roll through some of these.
Post an unpopular opinion
So
about.
let's say general managers are the unsung heroes of the industry. I don't know why that's. Is that an unpopular?
I would say that that's an unpopular opinion because I see far more memes
also
out
coming
there
from a
that
general
people.
manager.
No. Listen, I get it because no. But I see all those memes out there that says as soon as it gets busy, you can't find a manager anywhere.
Yeah.
Like I see those all the time, so that's probably why that's like an unpopular.
To be fair, I have worked in those places.
I sometimes have been that person. So
And sometimes you can't find them because they're putting a fire out somewhere.
Yeah, literally putting
a fire. All right, that just happened to be the first one. Tipping should be banned, and all food service workers get paid a decent wage.
That is an unpopular opinion, but I don't.
I think you would have a hard time finding staff.
Well, no, your staff would just be children.
Yeah.
Like that's it. It'd be all young kids.
Yeah.
You would have no more industry adults.
Well, because then you would have to like raise the price of the food to pay.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, or you could just do what everybody else does and just tack on a hospitality fee.
Oh, you saw that?
I saw that.
I liked how they're like the illegal. I'm like, all right,
It's
you're not a
illegal,
fucking
you
attorney.
fucking
You don't know what you're talking
moron.
about.
Right. It's like it's unpopular until you lay out the logistics of it, and then you're like, yeah, I don't know about that.
I feel like it takes away a lot of the reason why people work in the industry because they can make a lot of money in a few days.
Yep.
You'd be like, I'm making a living wage. Now I'm working 6 days a week. This sucks.
Yeah.
Just think you're retail now. That's all. That's
Right.
literally the only separation between.
Yeah. The prices on the menu would get higher.
Yeah.
On across the board, not just food, not just everything.
Disagree.
Everything would be,
I would also disagree. Chefs should get paid way more than people in the offices. So I'm assuming this is some sort of-
management.
Yeah, especially the 9 to 5, Monday to Friday ones.
No. 9 to 5 day shift cooks. Get out of here.
Oh, I thought he meant like paid more than the people that work 9 to 5s.
I don't, that one's not super. And I'm avoiding the really long ones because I just don't feel like doing them.
Yeah.
The bigger the ego, the lesser the talent.
Ha! I agree.
I don't think it always starts that way, but I think it definitely gets that way at some points.
I'll agree 75% because I feel like there are some people out there who have mega egos that can back it up, but they're not.
I agree. I that's not an unpopular opinion. That's a popular opinion. I think that's legit, especially in the kitchen. No offense.
I think
people in the
in
kitchen.
all fats.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like I see it more in the kitchen.
I know a couple front of house people too.
Or just in life in general. Anyone who's
like, I'm like the best bartender ever, and I'm like, all right, make a Cosmo, and they're like, what is that? What goes in that?
I used to have a guy that worked for me, and he's like, oh, I'm your best employee, and I'm like, written you up twice.
Who? Yeah.
I've written you up twice. Like, how are you like?
Hey, it could have been 3 times.
Yeah. Then he wouldn't work it.
Right.
True.
Let's see. Chefs deserve tips more than the wait staff. They work 10 times harder and also don't
I
get
don't
decent
agree with
wages.
that statement. 10 times harder. No, they both equally work as hard.
Yep.
They
Both
both
jobs
equally
stink.
work as hard.
That's one of those, they forget there's a wall between the front of house and back of house. Like, you don't see the shit they put up with.
Yeah.
And they don't see how hard you're working back.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, I could see where people can come with that, but that's no. I don't agree with that.
I would also agree because the chefs they're getting hourly.
Right, I'm just right. But if they're saying
I'm
that they
agreeing
get
with
right, yeah. If they're saying that they're getting tips, like there are places that do tip out the kitchen.
Yeah.
They tip out the hostesses.
I was gonna say, and then like, does the chef then tip out the dishwasher and the server?
Maybe like a kitchen's bundled into one. I don't know. Yeah, like everybody is tipped in the restaurant. So like the food runner, the hostess, the cooks.
They forget the most important part to earn tips. You have to interact with people,
right?
Yeah,
and I know a lot of people back there that would not want to, or
if they did, they wouldn't get tipped.
Yeah.
And then like if the cooks mess up your order, you have to sugarcoat the guests now. Like you have to deal with that. They don't have to deal with that. You do. And so like, yeah, they might have to fix the food, or they might, but like, you still have to like.
Do they ever seem to make it your fault?
Huh?
Do they ever seem to like make it your fault?
Who? The
chef? Yeah.
Oh,
You're kind of rolling back to the ego.
Oh yeah.
Well, if you fucking rang it in right, I did ring it in right. You didn't read the slip right.
Yeah,
that kind of shit.
Yeah. No. Oh yeah. Everybody blames everybody for everything.
Yeah. Circle of blaming.
Yeah. Nobody takes accountability.
All right. This may be the wrong crowd for this question.
Oh god.
The toughest restaurant workers are the ones who got sober.
The toughest restaurant
like they
workers?
work the hardest?
I don't know. I just
or like they can fight the most people.
All right.
Or
new
that
event idea?
Yeah.
Sober industry people versus drunk industries.
Fighting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll have it in the back. We'll have it in the cabin.
Well,
make it
big inflatable back, or like the sumo suits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it fun.
American Gladiator style.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know how to answer that question.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of.
Like I said, I think we're the wrong crowd.
Well, because I'm just. So Matt's sober, and he bartended for a lot of years. It's the only reason why I would think it'd be tough for anybody is that it's tough for him being around alcohol if he. Well. So that's what I'm trying to relate. It's tough for what?
I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
But I could also see how do you know because you can't even sample it.
Right.
Yeah,
you can't. Absolutely not. Weird.
Yeah, you're surrounded by your vices, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'll give you credit to do it. Like, it's probably not the healthiest life to.
Right. And some people can, some people do.
Yeah.
Some people don't. It doesn't matter.
I'm going to read this one because I'm kind of bitter about it right now.
Oh.
But I don't think it's unpopular. Even when given simple instructions, people can't follow them.
Yeah, that's definitely a popular opinion.
Yeah.
How is that unpopular?
I know. I'm like.
I think someone just really wanted to get that out.
Listen, just because I posted
every day, yeah. People. Well, it's to kind of go back to that hospitality thing. Did you read what that person posted today?
No.
About it. So anyway, so they made a comment saying about how it's usually always in the menu, and I wanted to write back. You think people read the fucking menu?
Yeah.
They can't even read the sign that's literally right in front of their faces saying, "Please wait to be seated," or "No, you will not be served standing in the service station." Like we have that sign right there. Damn it. I swear at you anyway, so it's just an extra excuse for me to tell you to get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah, just give her a reason.
Exactly.
And people are always like, "Oh, you're not supposed to stand to the side of that." I'm like, "No, that means this side of the because see how it's at an angle." And they're like,
I just say like if people are standing there and they say, "Can I order a drink here?" I go, "Can you read the sign?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "Then the answer's no."
But if they say no,
and then I say, "Then I guess I can serve you," because it means that they're not standing in front of it.
I like it.
See?
Yeah.
They're like, "What if I can't read?" I'm blind. Oh, well, here, let me get you a Braille version.
It's a brick.
Front of house and back of house should get... no, we're not going to read all the salary ones. We get it, yeah.
Oh, salary.
I don't know if anyone can answer. Healthcare is a better work environment than restaurants.
I only know one person.
Can we phone Killian?
Yeah,
she's an x-ray tech.
Oh, I was thinking like you work for the health insurance company.
Oh, yeah. I would think they're just as equally as terrible.
Yeah.
Half my staff does both, so.
I mean, it's work's work. I mean,
yeah.
Well, because it's not like in one industry you're not interacting with horrible people than the other. You're both equally dealing with ridiculous people.
Injured.
Yeah. No, I would say one's drunk and one's injured and possibly drunk. So I feel like that could be worse.
And oddly enough, both you clean up vomit. So.
Right? See? I feel like
it's a lot of overlap.
I was going to say, there is a lot of,
Half my staff works.
You're both certified.
I mean, I feel bad because Killian works in Brockton, which that adds another level.
She worked at Brockton Hospital?
Yeah. Well, not the Brockton Hospital because that's still on fire, but...
Wait, what?
Brockton Hospital caught on fire like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Really?
The transformer blew, and I guess it was in the basement, and so they had to basically redo the whole hospital.
Shit.
So she's been working in other things that are that are associated with Brockton Hospital, but she essentially is still in Brockton. Yeah.
That's where my mom worked.
And
not anymore.
I was going to say she doesn't work there anymore. I was going to say, how did you not know?
Well, she passed away 8
sorry.
years ago.
Sorry.
She was retired for a few years before.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
She was old. If she was a nurse now, you'd be like, can I get someone else? Let's see. This one's interesting. Chefs, on the whole, are a bunch of slop jockeys, and the only ones keeping standards up are the health inspectors.
That's an unpopular... I feel like all these are, opposite day.
I don't know. I'm just...
I think this is someone's trying to start a civil war.
Yeah, I think so.
In front of the house, in the back of the house.
Yeah. So they're basically just saying that all cooks are just dirty as fuck until it comes to inspection time. I would
tread carefully.
Tread lightly. Tread lightly.
In other restaurants you've worked at.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a lot of things that cooks don't see that need to be cleaned.
Yeah.
Like behind equipment. They choose not to see it, so they choose not to clean it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So but then when the health inspector comes, you're like, oh, we gotta move this from around the wall. We gotta do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To be fair, though, also front of the house has that problem.
Oh yeah.
It's just as bad, if not worse, too. So
the amount of receipt papers that I find behind there is ridiculous, and that's easily movable. You just literally.
Let's see. Gloves should be outlawed.
Gloves?
I don't know if I agree with that.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gloves
Disagree.
should be outlawed?
Yeah. I don't know.
I think we should outlaw that person.
Sounds like they already get
They're bitter because they recently got fired for not wearing gloves while working in the kitchen. That's why.
Oh, I bet you a lot of this is some sort of jaded, super angry.
We're all jaded. Yeah. What are you talking about?
No, but I'm just saying, there's a reason that that guy took a time out of his day to post. Gloves should be outlawed.
It's called the
restaurant.
It's called the restaurant.
Yeah.
If someone is really good at their job, they deserve more money, not more overtime. I don't really understand that.
This sounds like some salary woes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Because if you work overtime, you should get more money. So.
Well, thank you. That's probably the.
But if it's salary and you work overtime, then you don't get the money.
Yeah, so that's why it sounds like.
Right. That's kind of like when you are so good at your job that you don't get promoted.
Yep.
Because you don't want to lose that person in that one position.
Yeah.
And so you're like, well, you're so good. I really would hate to lose you.
That's also true, but then there's also, have you heard of the Peters principle?
Who's Peters?
He's the guy that came up with this principle.
Oh. Peter Pan.
And the principle is you get promoted to your level of incompetence. Because it's like, oh, you did a great job, you get promoted. You do a great job, you get promoted, and you keep getting moved up into a job that you're not capable of doing.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, I've told, friends are like, oh, I'm getting off a promotion. I'm like, make sure you can do the fucking job. You know? Because it's really easy just to take a promotion and go.
Yeah, when it sees, more money.
Yeah, more money. Be or like, I have to work 90 hours a week. I can't do that. Yeah. And then you have to get
you can always just not take the promotion. You have to be self-aware.
Yeah. You just need to...
But, in restaurants I've worked at, people would want to become a bartender, their managers would be like, well, you're such a good waitress. I would have to hire 2 people to replace you because you can't take this many tables. And it's like, so you're going to promote the girl who's a fucking nitwit?
Yep.
To be a bartender? All right. Cool.
My first job.
Let me know how that works out
Go
for
update
you.
my resume.
Yeah.
My very first job was a bagger at a grocery store.
Okay.
And I couldn't get promoted because I was 18. And I was the only bagger that could work till closing. I used to go out and do all the carriages and last. I'm like, this is bullshit.
That's fucked.
Like, I'll still do the carriages.
Yeah.
Just give me more money.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
Huh.
That did suck.
That blows.
Blah, blah, blah. Chef's this, chef's that.
There's a lot of angry chefs
There's
out
a
there.
lot of chefs should get paid more.
Yeah.
Hollandaise sauce made with an immersion blender is just as good as using a double boiler.
I don't know what any of that means.
You know what an
yeah.
immersion blender is?
Nope.
It's the one that kind of looks like a vibrator.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
Only if you did use it, you would completely tear up your vagina.
I said looks. It didn't say you should use it as
It's
one.
basically like an inverted blender.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a hand.
It's like a stick and it's got a blend on the
Oh,
bottom.
okay. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah. Sure.
I don't
Not
know.
a hollandaise I just know about the hollandaise you get out of a packet.
Same. But even then, don't know how that's
Yeah.
Not a big hollandaise guy.
Some people really shouldn't be in the kitchen, but insist on continuing to torture others. That sounds like you have a shitty person in your kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some people, it's over. I think there's a couple times we've run into a situation where it's been the reverse-ish. So, like, someone will work in the kitchen and then they'll be like, I really want to work out front. And then we're like, yeah, sure, you're a hard worker doing this, doing that. And then we give them a try and they're like, I can't do it. I'm like, yeah, it's not all fucking sunshine and rainbows.
Like move back.
Yeah, there was one time where I said, okay, you can go back to doing. She was a food runner, so I was like, you can go back to doing that. I was like, but just so you know, this is it. Like, if you decide that you change your mind in a month, that's it. We're not doing this. We're not doing this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I was like, you can't pick up shifts for people either. Like, don't be sneaky and be like, I picked up something for somebody. And no, this is it. If you're going to be out back, you're going to be out back. If you're going to be out front, you're going to be out front.
I think that's fair. You gave them a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't like that. They don't work here anymore, so it's fine,
a burger joint is only as good as their french fries.
A burger joint is only as good as their french fries.
No.
I can feel like that's debatable.
Yeah.
That's kind of the whole point of the show, Jess.
I'm just pointing it out. Because sometimes we don't know what the show's about.
True.
Yeah.
Most times.
That's a popular opinion.
I think you can have good burgers and mediocre fries.
I would agree.
But you can't have good fries and mediocre burgers.
I feel like a really good fry goes a long way to make up ground.
Yeah, to an extent.
But they gotta be like fucking stellar.
But I don't want like a shitty burger to go with it.
No.
At that point, I'm just not coming.
Yeah, just throw the burger on the ground.
I don't think there's somewhere I go just for french fries.
Threw it on the ground.
Can I return my burger and substitute more fries?
I want a burger.
Piss off the kitchen.
It's probably been done.
I bet.
Oh yeah. Can I get a burger? But instead of a burger, can I just get
This
more
is another
fries?
one. This
More
is
fries
just
on bread.
not an unpopular. The customer is very rarely right. I mean, like
that's definitely
not even unpopular.
Yeah. These people don't know what the word unpopular means.
Yeah.
The kitchen boss is the chef.
No.
It depends on where you work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you could have a kitchen manager and a chef.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kitchen manager could be
My kitchen
running the
manager
logistics.
does not like to be called chef. So.
Yeah. Right.
Would you say the kitchen manager is one?
He does not like to be called chef.
Okay.
He says, I'm not a chef.
Unpopular opinion. I don't like calling anybody a chef.
Yeah.
Except for Chef Boyardee, bro.
Right. Yeah. He's earned it.
Yeah.
Hey.
Canned ravioli,
What about
I'm
the
down.
Swedish chef?
Ooh.
True.
Can he even say his own name though?
Yeah.
No, but you're calling him chef. Why?
What?
Why don't you like to call anybody chef?
I don't know. I feel like it's an ego thing.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I don't make. I feel like if you're working at a place and you're a mixologist bartender, do you go, yes, mixologist?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes, sir, Mix-a-Lot.
Hold on. I'm going to text my staff right now and tell them that's what they have to call me from now on.
New rule.
You must call me Sir Mix-a-Lot.
So, it's no secret that I'm dyslexic and have trouble distinguishing words from each other.
That's why he's Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Right, yeah.
But I do love the term heard. Like, yeah, got you. You know, like, heard. I love that. And I use it all the time. And I sent it to someone, and they're like, what? And I'm like, heard. Like, understood, got you, whatever. And they're like, but why'd you spell it like that? And I'm like, what? And they're like, why'd you spell it like cows? And I'm like, what? Forever. I've been texting heard like cows.
H-E-R-D.
I don't think you should change. I think you should just go with it.
No, I'm not. Fuck that.
It's your thing now.
Text another letter? Are you crazy? But I was just like, oh.
I'm surprised your phone didn't like autocorrect you.
It's a word?
I'm just saying.
And it's not like in a context.
Because there's plenty of words that I spell correctly, and my phone's like, nah, this isn't the one you wanted. I'm like, no, but it is.
It's not in the context. I'm just saying heard.
Right, yeah.
So, like, it doesn't fucking
I think now you should just send
my
cow
phone
emojis.
thinks I'm a cattle rancher.
There you go. Yeah, just send a cattle of cow every time.
Oh, shit. So, I was telling Jess earlier that I had this issue yesterday. I had to call one of the vendors, and I got his voicemail. And he showed up at the event. I'm like, bro, I have to ask, how did you get a French accent on your voicemail? Like, it's like the canned response, like when you call, like but it's like, you have reached this number. He is unable to take a call. And I'm like, that's fucking awesome, man. Apparently, like, he bought his phone to go to France and put like a French SIM card in. He's like, yeah, sometimes like text messages will come through in French and sometimes it'll come through in English. And if I make it
You're
read
French
something,
now.
it says it, and I'm like, oh, so like your phone is like, I'm not going to read your text in America.
That's kind of awesome.
I'm like, it's fucking fantastic.
I think you should do that.
You're French
I would love
now.
to do that.
Have your French burner phone?
Yeah.
French.
Okay, this is at home. At home, whoever cooks should clean the dishes as well. I'm going to say...
Fuck no.
That is
Fuck no.
Unpopular opinion.
I feel like it is
no.
like...
Yep.
With a caveat. If you're eating the meal, you should clean the dishes. Like, if some, like...
Elaborate.
So if he cooks a meal for himself...
I should do the dishes.
You should do the dishes.
But if it's a couple...
Who the fuck else would do them?
Well, that's
just you.
Like, if you have roommates or whatever. You know? I'm just saying, like,
This
that...
is ghost roommate.
No, but I'm just saying, like, that could be, like...
Some random guy. You gotta clean my dishes, bro.
No, but, like, just when I read it, I'm like, that could have been the context of, like, every time I come home, there's fucking dirty dishes in the sink.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
That's all. I'm just giving them, like, maybe
just clean up after yourselves.
Yeah. I try and clean as I go, but I can't.
Also,
I
but like,
can't
if you're...
I don't have a
couple,
dishwasher,
if you're a
though,
couple,
so that's difficult.
If you're a couple...
What do you mean?
One
Your name's
person
right
is
here.
No, Matt is at work.
Pineapple belongs on pizza. I feel like that's
No.
really? You're an
Anti-pineapple on
Really?
pizza. Yeah.
I'm like, get whatever you fucking makes you happy.
Oh yeah, I don't care, but don't give me any of that gross shit.
Right. Yeah, don't give it.
I'll fight you if that's the only pizza you get.
Right.
Kitchen shuts dead on clothes, including desserts. That's
fuck?
phrased weird, but I think they mean like
Down?
Like-
I think like once it's
Kitchen's shut down.
Yeah, food's done.
Food's done, including desserts.
including desserts.
Well, if the server can get their own desserts, then why not? Like the desserts we have here,
That's why
they
it's
don't
not popular
make.
opinion.
I know, and I thought this was a fucking discussion.
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, and if the desserts are like the servers get them, then why not?
Yeah.
Chefs, there's a lot.
I know. Again, it's always
Chefs deserve 2 meals a day and a glass of beer at the end of shift while working a full shift.
First of all, if you call it a glass of beer, you're
Duck
a fucking
staff
moron.
discounts. I don't know what. I'm assuming it should say fuck.
Yeah. Oh, correct, man.
Heard.
Duck. Chefs should get 2 meals and a beer.
Shift drink.
Well, the shift drink should be,
I'm assuming a glass of beer is a shift drink.
Well, that's why I was like, I was going to say, like, a glass of milk.
It's a weird way of phrasing it, but he also said duck staff discounts.
Yeah.
So.
I would agree with that depending on the length of the shifts.
Yeah.
If it's like a 3-hour shift, no.
Well, you
can still have your shift
working
beer
the full
and
shift.
Right.
Yeah.
But 2 meals? No. You should get 1. Okay. If you're working one shift, you get 1 meal. The staff front of the house does the same way.
Yeah, if you get it doubled, you get 2.
Yeah, not only that, but chefs Well, cooks, nine times out of 10, they don't even pay for the food that they eat.
Yeah.
They get free food all the time. They just make it.
Yeah.
And no matter how much you control it...
You didn't order a pizza?
Yeah.
Oh,
right. Right. Yeah. And even if you try and monitor it, you can't. So fuck that. So
if
duck
your
that.
GP is going up, there shouldn't be pressure to drop labor costs. Do we know what the GP is?
Gross profit?
Oh, okay.
Maybe. Is it?
If you, I'm guessing.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm assuming.
That would make a little sense.
That would make sense. Yeah. If your gross profit is going up, then you shouldn't be tight on labor. No, you should always be tight on labor. Because that shit can get out of fucking hand real quick.
Yeah.
If you got a bunch of guys going into overtime, there's no more gross profit.
Yeah.
You're now paying for your cooks.
And it's like as soon as you stop paying attention and trying to keep track, it's...
And if you and then say if something happens and you don't pay attention for a while, and all those cooks are getting all that extra money, and then you cut that off at the knees.
Yeah,
they're gonna be pissed.
They're gonna be pissed at you.
Idiot.
I think the whole kitchen should get one weekend off a month. Like, obviously, not everyone at the same weekend.
I'm for that if you can staff it correctly.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
you can rotate it out.
That's just logistically hard,
Yeah.
Not if you have a lot of people. If you don't have a big kitchen staff.
I was gonna say, is there anyone that has a lot of people?
Well, my good friend Joellen, when she worked for Longhorn, when she was the general manager, she had a great policy of that every manager gets Saturday and Sunday off, rotating. I think it's actually Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think it was you work the Friday day and then you get the night off Friday, and so every manager was able to have a full weekend off and do whatever they wanted to do.
That's how we do it in my place.
Yeah? I don't have enough managers for that. Yeah. I just don't show up to work when I want some days off.
When the chef screws up, they should pay for the products.
No. Well, it depends what it is.
Depends on the situation.
Yeah.
But
and how often.
Generally, no.
Yeah. I feel like that is directed at a chef.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
There's one guy that keeps fucking up. I mean, that's the other thing, too. If it is a situation where they keep fucking up and it's an expensive product, then... Yeah, I'd be like, next time you fuck up, you're paying for this. I'm taking it out of your check. Or, maybe that person shouldn't be wherever it is on the line that they are.
Yep.
Maybe they need to go back to making salads. But there's a few places that I know, and I think Kogi does it, is if the servers mess up, then they have to pay for it if it can't be salvaged. Which, again, I feel like you had to have gotten to a point to make that rule, right? It's not like a standard rule.
It's not like one person screwed up one time and you're like, that's fucking it!
Yeah, right, yeah. They must have had, something, places must have had one person to be, consistently fucking up.
Yeah.
Well, it's also
well, this is a new rule.
That can't be the rule for the back of the house and then not the front of the house, too.
Yeah,
right.
You have to be consistent across the board.
Yeah.
And then that also is going to breed a lot of issues being it's not my fault.
Yeah. Whose fault is it? Yeah.
I rang it up, but then I went in and told him that it had to be such and such.
Yeah.
And so I told him, and he still fucked it up. And
right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Everybody just chill the fuck out, man.
Yeah.
People, when I'm talking, I'm fucking constantly stressed out.
People come in 10 minutes before close should pay a 5% extra premium to kitchen staff.
What?
Don't hate it.
Wait.
But I don't think that's
You're going to end up on All Things Plymouth Day.
Yeah, right?
What's this 5% late
I know, yeah.
It's illegal.
Late seating fee.
Because that's what they would fucking call it.
I know.
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't call it anything, and then people would just have to guess, and then they post it on Facebook, and then everyone's fucking... Yeah, see? No.
You should just call it the All Things Plymouth fee.
Yeah.
You know it's going to end up there anyways.
That's great.
Yeah.
I feel like I've missed a lot of stuff on All Things Plymouth
recently.
recently.
Because now that you're in Kingston...
Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Was it yesterday or the day before?
It was 2 days ago, and then someone made a fucking post about it today.
Let's go back and investigate.
I just happened to come across it. This one's for Carl.
Oh.
Carl, owners should not get involved. Oh, he's not here.
Owners should definitely not get involved. That is a popular opinion.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
I feel like involved in what is
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
It really does.
They can definitely overstep.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. It depends.
Depends on the owner too.
Yeah.
It depends on the situation. It depends on the owner. It depends on the business that you're running. If they need to be there, if they don't need to be there. Like, it's just, there's a lot of different factors. But, like, for a while there, I was consistently, like, badgering Carl about, like, things that I just finally realized. I was like, I'm not even going to get him involved anymore. Like, there's just no point in it.
Yeah.
And then, like, when he's here and he tries to help, and he's
Get
already been drinking, I'm like, get the fuck out of my way! And then he tells everybody too. He's like, "Don't get in Jess's way. She'll yell at you."
Sounds like you won.
I did win because he doesn't get in my way anymore.
Doesn't even come to the podcast anymore.
I know, yeah. Yeah, he's so out of my way now.
I'm going to read this one. This one is kind of the inverse of what we've been seeing. If servers didn't make decent money as servers, there wouldn't be servers.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this whole, like, I need to be paid a living wage. I mean,
the thing about the whole living wage thing is, like, it's the service industry is so different because you kind of create your own living wage, right? So, like, you could just be a person that comes in here, waits on people, does the bare minimum, makes your money, and goes home. Or you could be that person that is super engaging with your guests and you always get big tips. So you kind of create your own income.
Yep.
And a lot of people don't understand that. Guests, bartender, server, there's a lot of people that don't understand that. Like, that's kind of why I like working in the back when I have to, because I don't have to, like, engage. I can't. Like, it's too loud. Yeah, it's too loud. Yeah. So, like, that's kind of more my speed. Whereas, like, you know, like Michael and Bridget and Chance, they fucking love talking to people. And, that's just not me. And, I mean, granted, that's why I don't fucking do it anymore. You know? So, like, it's everyone's, you know, those comments about people being like, we need to make living wages. It's like, you can. You're not putting in the work, or you're not working in a place that's going to allow you to have that living wage that you want. Like, you're not going to go work at the Galway where there's no food to boost up your checks, but it's just booze if you need to make a certain amount a week that's higher than what they make.
Yeah.
So go work at a high-end restaurant.
Yep.
But then it's going to be a lot harder.
It is, right. But there's an in-between, I'm sure. But, like, you know, again... Like,
wait, there's an in-between between the Galway and the high-end restaurant? Cheesecake factory. Popular opinion.
Yeah. So it's like, if people are like, I don't know, if people just argue about the kind of money that they make or don't make, then adjust accordingly.
Yeah.
There's plenty of varieties of restaurants in town, and you can, anywhere. Anywhere. Especially just in Plymouth specifically, there's so many different levels of places. So it's like, if you're not happy, if that money doesn't work for you, then go somewhere else.
Well, that's the great thing about this industry is you can always go somewhere else.
Yep.
Unless you burn every bridge, then you can't go anywhere else.
Go anywhere.
Treat your food rep with respect.
Absolutely.
They're just trying to help.
Absolutely.
I haven't talked to them, so I don't know.
So there's some people that fucking abuse their food reps.
Really?
Liquor reps, food reps. There's some people who fucking badger them. Yeah. I know a few off the top of my head. But,
I don't know why you do that. I mean, they're...
Because they think that you work for me. It's like, well, yeah, but he's also like,
really.
but like not really. Like, I work for my food company.
Yeah,
that's who I work for, and you are my customer. But I'm not your not your bitch. But because then they'll give you fucking free shit. I get free shit all the time, or like tickets to stuff.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
Yeah, you're always going to something cool.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
you gotta be nice to your peeps.
Yeah,
I'll hook you up.
You should always be nice to people.
Yeah, it's
unless they're
cunts,
then you can be
I feel like you took it a bridge too far.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I put my amendment in there.
Yeah.
Yes. Unless they're cunts.
Unless they're cunts.
Front of house staff should be able to tell the chef to hurry up.
Oh, no. They will do the exact opposite.
I'll allow it if someone out in the restaurant is allowed to tell you to hurry up as well.
Yeah.
Or tell you to smile. That's it.
No.
That's it. That's the equal. I think
You
of
need to
that.
smile more often. Oh, no, I do not.
Chips go on the side, not underneath. Is that a
Chips,
thing?
probably like French fries.
Oh. Yep.
I would agree.
Probably true. I would agree with that.
It depends. Fish and chips.
Okay.
I don't eat that shit.
All right.
Yeah, that's true.
The chicken fingers, I guess I can live with.
Right.
Yeah.
See? But like if it's a burger, then your
Anything
fries get
that's
soggy.
got a little moisture to it.
Anything wet.
A little sauce.
Little sauce.
A little grease.
Sauce.
Fries are greasy, so.
Yeah.
Waiters, servers, captains? Maybe this is
What?
a British thing? I don't know. Should have
I'm in
a
Britain
base
now.
salary and work on commission.
Captains, I've only seen, I think it's like maybe hiring and stuff. The only time I've ever witnessed this is at like on a cruise.
Yeah.
Like their restaurant. It's
boat
like,
Oh, they're
captains.
both.
no, it's restaurant captain. Like they're in charge of like
Yeah.
your
So
whole
it's like
section.
a head. It's like a head server.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Sure.
Like I don't even think they come to the table. Like they kind of stay
So a manager?
almost like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's an in between somewhere, I
Yeah.
guess.
All right.
Uh
So I expect a memo to go out to all New World staff
oh. Okay.
that Jess is now to be addressed as Captain.
Captain.
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Captain
Right.
Sir Mix-a-Lot. All right. Sold.
Because I'm going to walk in here next time.
gonna make my
shirt.
shirt.
Captain Sir Mix-a-Lot? I'm gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm gonna make a shirt that says
Yeah.
that.
Commission's interesting, though.
Commission is. I mean, I guess isn't that essentially
Kind
what
of what
tipping
tips is,
Yeah, is commission.
Not
I mean,
really.
yes, but
Because, like,
no.
commission would drive you to sell maybe not even the most expensive thing on the menu, but you could say, like, all right, our most profitable item on the menu is fucking mac and cheese. I don't know what it is.
Right.
You get an extra fucking dime for every mac and cheese.
I feel like that would be.
I would
What is
hate to
that?
go to that place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyone?
Doesn't have to be mac and cheese.
No, not because of the mac and cheese. 'Cause mac and cheese is great. It's like anywhere that I'm just getting like fucking upsold the whole time I'm there,
Yeah.
or like nah.
But that's a very like. I feel
Isn't
like
that?
that's a corporate
I mean, that would just be like if it's profit sharing, like
I guess.
you know, there's plenty of places, I don't know of any around here,
Yeah.
where like all the staff is part owner, like they have a sliver.
There's one right across the street.
What?
The Cults.
Common sense.
That's how
No,
they
that's
get away
the cult.
with. No, that's how they get away with not like paying their people appropriately.
Yeah, there's plenty of ways you can
Yeah.
get away with not paying your people. That's not saying it's right.
I'm not saying it's right, but I was just
Fucking
pointing that
Yeah,
out.
a religion
Andy's
is
sweatshop
part of.
over here.
Yeah,
Hey, hey.
yeah.
Coming to a craft fair near you.
I know, right? Yeah. They have one of my packages over there that they haven't brought over yet, and I'm really upset about it. And I also really don't want to go over there and ask
Send
them
Matt
for
over.
it. No, because Matt will then all of a sudden be like, "I'm part of the 12 tribes."
Sure. One too many mushrooms.
They've
He's
seen his
fucking-
van. Yeah, they know
They know
already.
his life for the
Yeah.
picking.
This one I had to read twice.
We got this bigger van, Matt.
This one I had to read twice because I'm like, what the fuck does this even mean? We should give paid outings to rage/rec rooms.
Oh yeah, yeah. So that would essentially be like Carl would pay for all his staff to go into a rage room.
And you beat the shit out of a Carl dummy.
I
mean,
if they offer it.
Yeah. I went to a rage room one time and
Yeah.
I
Was
printed
it
out a picture.
worth
of,
it?
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. But I printed out a picture of a regular that I banned that I really hated, and so I smashed his face.
Nice.
Yeah, good times.
I had a rage room in my basement once. Just,
You were just raging in your
we
basement.
just smashed. It was in college. It was like a concrete room. We just would go down there and smash bottles. It was really not great to clean up when we had to move out.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Jesus.
There's nothing wrong with a well done steak.
There's everything.
Everything
wrong
was wrong
with
about
that
it, yeah.
steak.
I definitely don't agree with that.
Yeah.
There's nothing well about it.
Studio albums are superior to live recordings.
Oh my god. That's an unpopular opinion.
I don't know. It just made me laugh because it
That's
was like that
hilarious.
has nothing to do with any of it.
I know, right? Yeah. That guy just was at a concert and he was really upset about it. So he
Driving
was-
home,
yeah.
smoking doobs.
Most teachers don't deserve more pay.
False.
Ooh.
That is definitely an unpopular opinion.
Some teachers.
There's some teachers I've had in my life that I'm like,
I don't
I haven't
think
learned
they're-
anything.
Teachers I know personally do very well.
Yes.
And get the whole summer.
True.
Right.
But they've also been teachers for years.
Yeah.
It's a tough, like, entry-level job, I think.
Mm.
And it's a job I would never fucking do.
No, thank you.
I'd hit a kid.
Oh.
I'll still do it right now.
I'll still do it.
Bring me one.
I'll call the kid that Dan hit a cunt.
While I hit him.
Yeah. Exactly.
Many people don't know how to follow instructions. Dishwashers are extremely important. I don't know if that's unpopular, but it's frequently forgotten.
I think they're a little bit of an unsung hero.
Yeah. I'd say so.
Like, you don't think about them, but when they're not there, you're like, fuck.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a big problem.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of...
They do a lot of stuff that I don't want to do.
Yeah. Gross stuff.
And
Wet.
I have literally washed dishes in a restaurant one day. That sink is too fucking low.
Oh, the basins?
Yeah.
I'm like, why is this not higher? Like, no one is this tall.
Well, it's just that it's deep.
Yeah.
It's so deep.
But I mean, like, you could make it deeper, but, like, higher up. Like, you're hunched over.
Or you could grow, Andy.
Just get a stool.
If I grow, it would be worse. Like, it's the wrong direction. It needs to, like, there needs to be a trench then that you stand in.
I won't lie. My first restaurant job ever was a dishwasher, and I never
was not
had that
horrible.
result.
Yeah, it's definitely an unsung hero. That's for
Here's
sure.
another dishwasher one. Dishwashers should make what a line cook makes.
That's debatable.
Yeah.
That's debatable.
Depends on the place, but probably not.
I feel like Dan is going to immediately agree with this one. If you're late for work, you should have to do a dance routine.
I fucking for that. Absolutely.
If you were when T-Bone's first opened, they if you were late, you had to go outside in like an egg or a bacon costume and like promote breakfast. Yeah,
that's awesome.
If you were late,
that's.
I don't remember for how long though, but I was never late, so it's
like,
fine.
Oh, I'm running late. Well, I guess I'm going to do a job.
Well, I guess I'm going to be bacon today. Yeah.
Went from late to a no-show.
He would make them stand outside and dance in a bacon suit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Outstanding. So that's
it was egg-tastic.
Exciting.
I don't have a bacon pun, so last call. That's where we go around the mic and promote whatever we want to promote, and we're going to start with Mahoney.
I think that's the perfect lead-in to just more punishments like that.
Like promote punishment.
Fuck writing up. I want psychological warfare.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Love it.
Yep.
Love it. I'm down for that. Let me know what ideas you come up with.
I can't.
I know.
I don't want them on record.
Just send a pigeon carrier. It's fine.
Yeah.
What do you got, Jess?
We have a couple things going on, but the most recent, well, the one that's coming up fairly shortly is we have an R-rated hypnotist coming. Yeah, we're going to do an R-rated hypnotist. I've never been hypnotized, so I'm interested to see how this happens. I've never been to one of these shows.
Are you going to
get
offer yourself up to be hypnotized?
I'm not going to offer, but I also don't know if I have a choice. I feel like you don't really have a choice if you attend one of these things. But I'm going to be working, so I have an excuse. Be like, sorry, I'm working. I can't do my job under hypnosis.
What if that's what he hypnotizes you to do?
I know, right? Fuck, I didn't even know.
I have seen a hypnotist one time, and
like as an entertainment? Okay.
Yeah.
Not as like, I'm trying to kick my coke habit and I gotta go see a hypnotist.
Why would I kick my coke?
I know, right? That's
He's never been more alive.
Yeah.
No, it was very much felt like people were either like, yeah, this doesn't work at all, or the other people who kind of felt like that obligation, like that uncomfortable, like if
that's
I don't
what I'm
act
wondering.
like a chicken,
then
it's gonna be awkward for all of us. You know,
that's kind of what I'm like.
Chicken, I can just be like, oh no, you know? Yeah. So it felt very not scripted, but just like this, in a weird way, kind of like
yep.
You know,
that's what I'm interested to see. I've never been to one of these things, but I think it's going to be hilarious.
I haven't been to one in a while,
which is kind of shitty because then the hypnotist is like, I'm the best. I'm so good at this.
Well, it was funny because when I was looking for a hypnotist, I mean, it's kind of a niche thing.
Yeah.
There's not many of them around. And I found the guy that we have. Apparently, his dad used to do it, And so I was talking with Darlene in the kitchen, and I said the name, and she's like, he's still doing it? I was like, what do you mean? She's like, oh, he was doing it when I was younger. And then she was like, he must be like 90. And I'm like, oh, wait, it's a junior. It's his son. No, never mind. Because then I got nervous, and I was like, oh, my God, is there going to be like a 100-year-old man up there? Like,
he's like, you're falling asleep.
Yeah, so we have that coming up July. I forget. July. It's in July.
I've been looking for posters.
July 22nd.
Okay.
July 22nd.
I'm like, the post is right behind me.
Yeah, I've seen that guy's dad.
See? That's what I'm saying. From Frank Santos Jr. Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Tickets can be at the New World Tavern website.
Yeah.
Okay.
That, Eventbrite, Facebook,
all the places.
Instagram, all the places.
And I'm going to plug Hometown Haunts and Hops, our second horror convention. September 21st at Mayflower Brewery from 12 to 7. We're going to have the Ghostbusters car. We're going to have the Resident Evil Police Cruiser. We're going to have John Kasser, the Crypt Keeper from Jess and Crypt will be there. We're going to have Tim Curry's screen-worn Pennywise costume.
Oh, what?
Can I wear it?
Probably not. Probably
I'm not
not.
coming.
Can I smell it?
Probably.
Does it smell like curry?
I don't know how to answer that. But it's going to be a good time. Tickets are up on Inebriart website, $25 general admission. Night before, we're going to have some downtown movies going on.
Oh, word.
So we're going to have some movies at Sour Not Sorry and the John Carver Inn.
Do you know what movies yet?
Yes. We are going to have a award-winning documentary called Pennywise, The Story of It, which is a documentary about the making of It.
Oh, cool.
The first one.
Right.
And the other one...
The curry one, yes.
Yes. I didn't know it was about Indian food, so weird.
Spicy.
The other one is called WNUF. It was picked by one of the America's Hometown Horror podcast guys. Mm-hmm. I'm unfamiliar with it. He loves it. It is... The way it was explained to me is if you found a VHS video cassette of an old Halloween broadcast, so it's got like fake commercials in it and stuff.
Okay.
So... Very curious.
Interesting.
And we'll have both directors on hand.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it'll be a good time.
I was really hoping you said you were going to show, like, the human centipede.
I mean...
That's at the after party.
Yeah, I mean, we could.
I mean, you are having it at the John Carver Inn. You're just going to see it down the hallway.
It's
Of,
Thanksgiving. Yeah, so it'll be a lot of fun. September 21st. Check it out. And you can email us. I don't know.
You're like roboting.
Are you going to be as scary this year as you were last year?
No, I'm scary every year. So you can email us at bartalkcast@gmail.com. You can find us on all social medias at bartalkcast. And that's it.
Word.
Bye.
And thanks for checking out the show today, listeners. If you enjoyed the content today, you can go over to patreon.com/inebriart to support the show. You can join over there for just a few dollars a month and help us provide this fun content that you just checked out. You can also email us at inebriart.com with your questions, complaints, and concerns, or you can find us on all social medias at inebriart or at inebriart6 on Instagram. And also don't forget to check out our other shows, Bar Talk Podcast, Old Colony Cast, Inebriart, and all the other shows on the Inebriart Network, which you can find at inebriart.com. Thanks again for listening.